Morning, everyone. Mark Tomkins from Aubergine here. I'm going to give you a 5-minute masterclass on website accessibility. So if you're a parish or a town clerk and you administer a website, this one is for you. So there's a lot of website accessibility aspects, but what does it mean? Well, basically, it is a way of presenting web pages and the information on it that works for people with disabilities. They use assistive technology, which is software and the hardware on their computer, and it interacts with websites differently. 1 in 5 people in every community has a disability or a situation that makes it difficult for them to access websites in the normal way. And you as a council must, and you have a legal obligation to make sure that they can access that information. It came into law in September 2020. Websites need to be made in a special way to be accessible, and that works for people with disabilities with assistive technology. Just because the website might be new does not necessarily mean it is accessible or compliant. If your website wasn't built with WCAG 2.1, which is the measurement, in the brief, it won't be accessible, and you are effectively creating barriers for your parishioners. So making sure that it does meet those standards is important, because public information is for everyone. Councils publish public information, and the public have a legal right to access that without barriers. It's also the right thing to do, as well as it being the law. As I said already, 1 in 5 people have a disability or a situation where they might be old or a physical disability that prevents them accessing information on a website in a way that people without disabilities do. So here's some basic principles to how to improve your website for people with disabilities. Starting with making sure that the platform that you're on, if you're using images, please make sure that you use alt text to describe the image. What is alt text? That's a textual description that sits underneath the image. Most website platforms will allow you to do it. Don't overload it. Describe what's in it. Making link text descriptive is important. Please stop using click here, or download as your link text. Use a descriptive link. Tell the user where they're going or what they're going to open. Clear text is important. Make sure that your website uses a clear, open font, not too small, not colored, and not too fancy a typeface style. Not at the table, Carlos. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean avoid using tables for anything other than financial information. Tables do not have any navigation, so screen readers don't know which direction to send the user. So if you can't see the table, you're not going to know. Use structure on your page with headings, sequential structures. This also translates well across the Word documents. H1, H2, H3. Don't choose the headings based on what they look like. Choose it based on their number. And another thing to remember, of course, is colors and contrast. These are really important for people with visual disabilities. Avoid pastel colors and light colors. Use white backgrounds with high contrast colors. Now, accessible documents is a really regular occurrence. Making sure that you upload accessible documents to your website. Don't expect the website to sort it out. If you're using Microsoft Word, it's got a built-in checker. Use that before saving it as a PDF. When you're writing text, write for people that aren't clerks. Write the content for the normal person in plain English. Avoid jargon. Keep acronyms to an absolute minimum, especially from an accessibility perspective. Measure twice, cut once. What do I mean? Have a checking process. There are plenty of free online browser checking tools to check the accessible nature of a web page. We use Wave by WebAIM, and it sits in the browser and you can check it. Accessibility statement is something that comes up a lot. Make sure you check it. It is a living organic document. It is a reflection of your council's position on how accessible your content is. Check it. But remember, it's a document, so it needs to be adopted by council. Change your mindset. This is an opportunity, not an inconvenience. It means that you can talk to 20% extra in your community. Thus far, those people have struggled to access the information. Ask for help. It can be daunting. Everybody here at Aubergine are web accessibility experts. So if you're unsure, give us a call. You can visit our website. We also have free drop-in sessions that we'd be very happy to help people with. Thank you, everyone.